Here now with more on Operation Good Neighbor is former Israeli ambassador to multiple countries, Yosef Livne. Thank you so much for coming back in.
Thank you.
So my first question, what are your initial reactions to Operation Good Neighbor, and should we have gone through it? Should we do more?
I think that first of all, I think we should applaud the willingness of the Israeli government or the Israeli military to provide assistance to these people who have been suffering for so long. So this is the basic premise.
Sure.
It's within Jewish values, it is humanitarian values, it is what proper people do. You help those who are really in dire need. And we're not talking about just the fact that, they're poor people. No, they live in...
murdered.
Yeah, exactly. And in that sense, I think that any help we can provide, be it through medical, assistance, people were taken to hospitals, were operated on, etc. I think all these things should be applauded. I think it's a great initiative. Now, of course, people will say, why do we have to go in and accompany hundreds of people, and we could have lost soldiers? I have no doubt that the people who made the decision took into consideration all the factors that surround such an operation. They would not have gone in if they thought for one moment that you were putting the lives of Israeli soldiers in real danger.
I see.
In harm's way, as it were.
So this level of involvement, I mean, you mentioned aid that we send over the border, Syrians that we've brought into Israel to, say, to Ziv Hospital and treated them medically, and now this, which we took them to Jordan. So should Israel be more involved in Syria?
I don't think so. I don't think that we should, make commitments that do not take into consideration the changing realities on the ground. I think that where we can do something to alleviate the sufferings of people, we should do it. Okay. There's got to be a point where you say, okay, I'm not going to go beyond this point because it's going to put the lives of Israelis in danger. So no, you don't go and you don't do this. Otherwise, I mean, providing tents, providing blankets, providing food, water, whatever, I think, yes, we should go on.
So, okay, going back again to different aid programs that Israel has been pursuing. While I agree that Israel has done a tremendous amount, recently we saw a report of, dozens, if not hundreds of Syrians coming towards the border in the Golan and then being turned away. Why do you think Israel really behaved that way in that instance? They say it was because they were approaching a minefield, but that was not confirmed.
I think that it has been our policy all along not to open the borders to influx of refugees, be they Syrians or whatever. I think that we should continue with proactive approach, namely providing assistance close to our border. I think that the Syrians, and again, this is a pure speculation on my part, but I would tend to think that the Syrian authorities, namely the army, the Assad's regime, understand that there are certain things that they won't be able to do so close to the Israeli border. I don't know that Israel will...
There's a limit before Israel does get
involved. Exactly. I don't think that we will sit there and just, look the other way if massacres took place alongside our border.
All right, well, Ambassador Livne, thank you so much for coming in and joining us again on the program. We'll see you next time. Thank you.
Sure, thank you.